if after all these things, this Saturday night party is boring, that in fact, I don't even know. Let me not just say anything yet. If I have very, very, very high expectations for their Saturday party. The only thing I feel like might be an issue for me is, you know, obviously because it's in South Africa, they'll have to play a lot of South African songs, and I might not know a lot of them, so that might be a little bit shaky. So last night was cool. They just had fun. Alcohol, the effect of alcohol. So imagine the fact that, okay, this time they're not going to have a lot more alcohol. Imagine what is gonna happen. So they just had they had a little bit of alcohol, and then they started to vibe, dance, chill. The two people that actually started it were Sister Mara and Terry. I actually really like their friendship. Like, it's just cool, full of energy, vibes, and everything. So they are the ones that started the whole dancing and everything. The next thing, they infected all the housemates, and then all the housemates started to vibe and dance with them, except for Temba, Gashwan, Acacia. Who else did not join them? But like almost all of them joined them to dance. So that was what happened last night after their what they call it, Friday night arena games. You guys know that Norman won that one. So if you've not seen that one, watch my previous video. Now last night a lot of friend zoning happened, beginning with Nale and Tulz, then BU and Yoli. So let's talk about Nale and Tulz. As at the time they took us to the room, the first thing I heard was there's not going to be anything like dating, that we're not going to date. Then she now went on to like explain to him what is going to come of the friendship, like what they are going to do in their situation, that no dating, you know. She was just setting boundaries, and she also told him that he should not do anything that he knows what friends don't do and what friends do, so you should not try to do anything that friends don't do. You understand?
We're gonna be great friends.
Okay.
Right? So if you need a friend,
You
I'm
are
here for you.
and vice versa.
Right. You know what friends do, you know what friends don't do. Don't ask me for things that friends don't do.
Then he now agreed to it, He agreed to it that, like, you know, that's not a problem, that he's fine with it, like, you know, friendship, if that's what she wants, friendship. And before this already, Tulz told like some of the guys that he has been kind of distancing himself from Nale since he you know got to know that she's in a relationship, and then, you know, she sounds serious about the relationship, so he has been trying to distance himself. So I think he already knows in his head that, okay, there's nothing happening here, so, you know, I have to look outside. So this conversation just made it like easy for them to understand what the situation is. He was now saying that he likes the fact that they had this conversation. He appreciates the fact that they had this conversation, so that things are not going to be awkward or weird between them, especially based on the fact that he has plans of like things are going to get down and dirty. He said down and dirty in the house, and, you know, he just wants to be like, just wants to be sure that things are not going to be weird between them when she sees all of that happening. Like maybe she walked into a room and, you know, hears things or sees things, she's not going to feel some type of way, because this whole thing called jealousy just comes, man. She might just see that and feel some type of way. So he's happy that they had a conversation, and he's sure that he believes that he hopes that things are not going to get weird when other things are happening in the house. She's like, yeah, that she's fine, that she wants that for him. She wants him to, like, you know, explore since she's not available and all. I'm like, okay.
You walking in or hearing something, you know. Jealousy is not an emotion that you choose to have.
Yeah.
Whether there's rules or whatever the situation is, like, you don't decide to be jealous.
Now, Yoli and BU, apparently when they were playing their game yesterday, BU mentioned Umpo as his crush. He did not mention Yoli, and that's what Yoli talked about it in her diary room session, that BU mentioned Umpo as his crush, and she was thinking that he was going to mention her because of how close they've been. So she spoke to him about it later in the night. He was now, long conversation. He was now explaining, talking about how crush to him doesn't mean something serious, that crush means something else, that for him crush is just somebody that maybe you admire from a distance, and you know, you're not really trying to have anything to do with them, but you just admire them from a distance. That's just it for him. So the whole crush thing, you should not like misunderstand it. That's like, he even went ahead to define what he means by crush.
I like bird, crush. Like, no, we don't all have crush the same. But it's cool. I want to debate with y'all. For me, this is what it means. Magazine, unattainable, surprise. Where the dope ass come with it.
And that for her, it's more like a lifetime something. He wants to be with her for life, but he wants to know her for life. So the thing just they confuse me. I'm like, what? Which one are you saying? Are you saying that you want this person? How do you want this person in your life for life? Yeah, how do you want this person in your life for life? Is it as a friend? Or as what? Because there are certain things that he said. He just went like, see, he was giving me Michael vibes, Michael and Jackie B. That's why he was giving me, because the talk was very long, and you know, 1 minute he's saying something about like, you know, for life, the next minute he's saying, what if you find me in a situation with somebody in the house? Do you understand? So at some point he mentioned that what if, you know, she comes in and sees him with somebody in the house, like maybe he banged somebody, that how's she going to feel? She was like, she's definitely not going to feel okay, but she'll definitely she'll get over it. So it was not like that he doesn't like the fact that she's going to, he doesn't, that's what he doesn't like. He wouldn't want it to be like that. See, the conversation was long and confusing. It's like friend zone and no friend zone. Even when I went on Twitter, I was like, let me see if I'll get information. Maybe another person understands it more than I do. And on Twitter, it was even worse. They were like, he has friend zoned Yoli and, you know, all of that. So I don't know. Let's see. All these things, talk. Let's see action. Let's see how everything plays out between them. But it looks like there are two people now that are on the friend zone list. Somebody said one for the boys, one for the girls, so it's equal. So that's if what happened with like the whole friend zoning stuff. What else even happened last night? Last night was just chilled. Nothing else really happened. I just said let me you know, update you guys on like what happened after their Friday night arena games. For today, I would bring, you know, more gist for you concerning the party and everything. So stay tuned and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye, love you.